Imagine having a bank account with 9 zeros but you cannot even shake a person's hand. Imagine owning a private jet but being too afraid to sit next to a single passenger. This was the life of the man they called the Ice King. He was the most powerful man in the city, but he was a prisoner of his own skin. For 12 years, he lived in total isolation because of a rare condition that made every human touch feel like a physical electric shock. He had all the money in the world, but he could not buy a single hug. But today, on Stories with Noni, I am going to show you the moment a woman who had nothing gave him the one thing he could not buy. If you believe that your life is about to change for the better, hit that subscribe button right now and like this video. God bless you as you do so. Seo Hun-woo lived in a penthouse made of glass and steel. From the outside, it looked like a palace. From the inside, it was a tomb. Every surface was covered in soft fabric. Every corner was rounded. He lived in a world where a simple accidental brush against a stranger in the street could leave him bedridden for days. Doctors called it tactile mirror pain. His brain was wired to feel the sensations of others, but it was amplified 1,000 times. He felt the world as a weapon. How many of you feel like that today? You walk through life feeling everything too deeply. You feel the negativity of others. You feel the weight of the world. You have built walls around your heart because you are tired of being hurt. Comment the word strength if you have ever felt like you had to protect yourself from the world. Seo Hun-woo was a genius at numbers. He could see patterns in the stock market that no one else could see. He built an empire called the Jangmi Syndicate. He was rich, powerful, and absolutely miserable. He wore black silk gloves even in the heat of summer. He never ate in public. He never attended galas. He was a myth. Then came Vanessa. Vanessa was not a billionaire. She was a PhD student who had lost everything. Her father had died, leaving behind massive debts. Her younger brother was in the hospital with a failing heart. She was working 3 jobs, sleeping only 4 hours a night, and slowly losing hope. When she saw the job posting for a private translator and personal assistant for a mysterious executive, she did not care about the rumors. She only cared about the salary. The interview was held in a dark room. She could not even see his face. His voice came from the shadows, cold and mechanical. He told her, quote, "Your job is to be my voice. You will stand 3 feet away from me at all times. You will not wear perfume. You will not wear jewelry that clinks. You will speak when I point. You will move when I move. Do not look at me, and whatever you do, do not touch me," unquote. Vanessa took the job. For the first 6 months, they lived like ghosts. She accompanied him to high-stakes meetings with dangerous men. She translated his cold, calculated demands into 3 different languages. She became his shadow. She noticed things others did not. She saw how his hand shook when a waiter came too close. She saw the sweat on his brow when the room got too crowded. While the world feared the Ice King, Vanessa began to see a man who was starving for a connection he was too afraid to seek. If you are enjoying this story so far, please take a second to share this video. You never know who needs to hear this message of resilience today. Remember to subscribe to Stories with Noni for more life-changing stories. God bless you. The turning point happened on a Tuesday. They were in a private elevator heading to the 90th floor for a merger that would decide the fate of his company. Suddenly, the building groaned. The cables snapped into place as the emergency brakes locked. The power vanished. They were trapped in a metal box, suspended hundreds of feet in the air. In the pitch black, the silence was heavy. Then, Seo Hun-woo began to gasp. The confined space and the sudden shock triggered a massive neurological flare-up. To him, the air felt like needles. The darkness felt like it was pressing into his skin. He collapsed in the corner of the elevator, his breathing shallow and ragged. Vanessa could hear him dying in the dark. She knew the rules. She knew that touching him could get her fired, or worse, it could cause him unbearable pain. But she listened to her heart instead of her contract. She crawled across the floor in the dark. She found his hand. It was ice cold. She did not just grab it, she wrapped her warmth around it. Then, she did the unthinkable. She moved closer and placed her bare hand directly over his heart. He let out a sound that was half scream and half sob. He waited for the shock. He waited for the agony. But it never came. Instead, for the first time in 12 years, the noise in his head went silent. The electricity in his nerves stopped firing. All he could feel was the steady, calm beat of Vanessa's heart. In the darkness, the Ice King started to cry. He was not crying because of the elevator. He was crying because he realized he was no longer alone. This is the lesson for you today. Sometimes, the things we fear the most are the very things that will save us. We spend our lives running from vulnerability. We spend our lives thinking that if we let someone in, they will break us. But your healing is not found in isolation. Your healing is found in the right connection. Seo Hun-woo realized that his condition was not a curse. It was a divine filter. It had kept out the greedy, the fake, and the shallow people for 12 years. It waited until a woman with a pure heart, a woman who saw the man and not the money, finally reached out in the dark. After the power came back on, everything changed. He did not fire her. He did not go back to his silk gloves. He began the slow, painful process of therapy and healing, with Vanessa by his side. He realized that wealth is not measured by what is in your bank account. Real wealth is having one person in this world who can stand in the dark with you and not be afraid of your pain. He used his billions to change the world. He built hospitals that focused on neurological disorders. He paid off every debt Vanessa's family owed. But more than that, he gave her his trust. They became a power couple that the world could not stop. They proved that when two people with fierce hearts come together, no empire is too big to build. My friend, do not give up on your season of silence. Do not be angry at your walls. They are there to make sure that when the right person arrives, they are the only ones who can walk through the door. Your pain is being translated into power as we speak. If you enjoyed my stories, please like and comment what you think about this journey. Did the Ice King make the right choice by trusting a stranger? Let me know your thoughts below. And please, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Storieswithnoni. Share this video with 3 people who need to be motivated today. God bless you as you do so. I will see you in the next video. Stay strong. Stay focused. Stay motivated.